notice I didn't get called up to sing with everyone. There's a good reason for that, I'm sure. I also wrote some notes down. I'm not quite like Brad. I have one page. Obviously, he's the overachiever in the class. So when Pastor asked me at the beginning of the week if I'd speak, say something, I was honestly kind of at a loss for words. I didn't know where to start, where to begin. Some of you, especially you, kind of have a little background of kind of maybe where I've come from, things I've gone through. So I just started going through my head, and I'm sure Pastor saw it on my face when he asked me, kind of like, I'm not real sure if I even want to, know what to say, I don't know what to go, but I've learned that you don't turn down opportunities for the Lord. So, and he kind of just put something in my heart last night, and I just kind of thinking over everything, and I thought, well, I can talk about when I was a kid and the struggle I've had with my family, and getting kicked out at 12 years old, and my long addiction to drugs and alcohol, and my ongoing struggle with tobacco, the great anger in my heart and the lust in my head, the bitterness that I had for many people, even the ones that loved me the most, or the 26 years that I tried to solve my own problems and do things my way, and each time trying something new, a new high, a new rush, a new thing, and in the end result still ending in failure. I can elaborate on each one of these things, but the end result's the same. It's all destruction and failure in life. So I want to talk with you. I want to share with you what worked. And it wasn't until, with much help with friends and family and people and brothers and sisters of this church and much praying, that I finally laid it all down at the Lord's feet. My heart, my mind, my body, my soul, all that I am, my own thoughts, and gave it all up to Him. And I had to come to the hard realization that for 26 years of my life, I had done things my own way, and it failed for 26 years. And it was tough being a man and wanting to do things on my own and trying everything, and still, after 26 years, still being a failure in it. I basically laid down all my worthless ways and picked up something far greater, His ways and His purpose. And I have a whole new joy in my heart that I've never experienced before. And I feel like I've had some kind of touch of the Lord and been somewhere with God, but never to this extent. And if I could just share something with you, I was talking with a friend of mine probably about a week ago, and just trying to share with him this newfound joy in my heart and this new purpose I have in my life for Christ. And I was trying to explain and get him to understand where I was coming from and where I'm at with this. And I found it be hard to explain and really get him to understand where I'm at. And I finally told him, I just, you kind of have to experience it for yourself. You kind of have to lay it all down and give it all up before you can fully understand. Right. And he agreed with me. And he said, religion's great and Christ is good because... And him being in college and kind of learning some psychology and theology of the world. And he said, it's great because you self-help yourself. You talk it out. You get your problems out. You can think them through. You can, help yourself out. And that's what they teach you. They teach you, go to a psychiatrist, get it out, communicate, feel better, get the burden off your chest kind of thing. And I, although greatly disagreed with him, I didn't know how to explain to him still the feeling that I had in my heart and the new joy I had. And we left and went our ways, and I felt like I had let the Lord down, like I hadn't represented well enough for God, knowing the wonderful joy that I have, and how horribly wrong He was. And it bothered me for days. I prayed and thought about it, and finally the Lord put it in my heart, and I thought, God has us do things at times that we don't want to do. And God puts us through things that we don't want to go through. Right. And that doesn't help us. That doesn't make us feel better. That doesn't solve our problems and help our things and our wants and needs. And I thought that's because we're not living for ourselves. Right. It's because we're living for Christ. Yeah. And if we can get a hold of that in ourselves, and if we can grasp that, that's where we'll find success. Yeah. And I have a new joy and success in my life now, and excited for the journey that I began. Yeah. Amen.